Hi, hello, it's me, Deb, and welcome back to another sketchbook tour. This is sketchbook number 3 in the series. Before we start, I wanted to tell you real quick that I just started a Patreon page, and what you're seeing here are some of the rewards for the different tiers. These are for September, so these will be shipped out the first week of October. So there's actually only a little bit amount of time to get in on these rewards. So the next art print and sticker, I'm working on those now. And to give you a little bit of a hint, one of the sketchbook pages will definitely be involved in this. Was that too mysterious? I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so to start off, we have a Strathmore Mixed Media sketchbook as A5. It's the 8x5 inch sketchbook. It's a soft cover, and I'm not gonna lie, I hate the soft cover. I hate it, you guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, this is me showing you that I have a plethora of sketchbooks to get through. This size is the current size I like to work on, which is huge by comparison. So you might be able to tell that I like to have a little more room to breathe now, but I still like this size for traveling. By the way, that front sticker is by Christine Pierce-Tang, also known as Chroma Pie Studios. She makes wonderful vlogs here on YouTube. I highly recommend. This opening page here is a granny quilt. I was inspired because at the time that I was making this, I was watching Gilmore Girls. Such a basic B thing, I know, but I'm a white lady. It's fall. Gilmore Girls, it's like a must, I guess. So someone had a granny quilt hanging over the back of the couch, and I wanted to draw it. These grumpy frogs have made a few appearances in sketchbooks. This was like the start of a card that I ended up making. I hate that left page. It reminds me of too much of Chili's. Am I wrong? This was a still shot I took of a Hannah Lee Duggan. She does a bunch of like living in a van down by a river videos, and she goes to these beautiful scenic places, and there was a place where there were like goats walking around. It was just so pretty. I wanted to capture it. This page, yeah, it's not my favorite. Move on. There's some mushroom studies I did while watching a Caro Aravelo video where she was doing, she had like mushrooms right in front of her. She was like doing a live sketch of, and I sort of did it along with her. They didn't turn out as gorgeous as hers. Those pumpkins were some that were sitting on my kitchen table. I like this spread. I love the owl, I love the cats, and these like simple flowers. I think I like the pink and yellow. This one was like an okay page. I was just messing around. I was actually using watercolor pencils. 0 stars. I don't like them. They're not cream. They're very chalky. This was probably some Pinterest animals. I used as Pinterest animals? No, animal references on Pinterest. You get me. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm really pleased with how it's either an egret or a heron. I love the way it turned out. Oh, by the way, I was filming this outdoors. So if you see a fly, if you see like a flash of light from a sun catcher, I filmed this on my deck. I'm pointing out here that this robin, its leg is like not in the right spot. No one's gonna notice that right away, but I thought it was funny because I thought it turned out well, and then I'm like, wait a second, his legs are messed up, y'all. This is, I was just drawing in the backyard, and just kind of was like picturing if I had a little fairy house, like in a garden, what it would look like. That is a white-breasted nuthatch. I use the photo reference from a book of birds I have that are all in Northeast Ohio, which is where I live. And I like the way it turned out. These are some feathers and strawberries and roses that I wasn't loving the roses. Everything else is okay. This was just, I was trying to make weird combinations like blueberries and mushrooms. and then do like kind of like a tribal-esque pattern, sort of like folk art. I'm pretty sure that at this time, it was definitely fall, but I think it was about a year ago, and I was doodling up some Inktober stuff. These are some wildcats. That's definitely a Pallas cat. Google a Pallas cat at some point. Pallas. I love them so much. I've watched so many Pallas cat videos over the last couple years. It's like there should be an intervention. This flower pattern on the left and a little bit on the right page is based off of a little Raggedy Ann doll, like the pattern on her dress. I was looking up 60s and 70s wallpaper patterns, so a lot of the florals are inspired by that. This page here, I did with those watercolor pencils and then wet the colored pencils once they were down, which is what you're supposed to do to make it turn to watercolor. It was very muddy, so that's why I don't love those. Those are Lucky Charms on the left. These are bananas that don't exist, but I thought, what if bananas came in a rainbow of colors? See, there's some faded stuff here that I barely remember because it's a little washed out here, so I didn't ink it up. This quote, I want to say was like a Swedish quote or an Irish quote, I forget, but it was a quote I pulled that I thought was really cool and made an image to go with it, and it was a prompt given by the Unexpected Gypsy, like pick a quote and, you know, either do typography, do whatever you want with it, but I made like an image out of it because I was very anxious at the time. I was coming up with a sticker idea for maybe like, I draw a lot of Bigfoot here and there. I don't know why. I like them. And I was thinking about making one of that baby deer saying like, leave me alone. I haven't done it yet. I really like that page on the left. I like how it turned out. The You Are Magic, that I turned into a sticker and a greeting card design in my shop. I was trying to capture what, you know, in starlings, I think it's called murmuration. It's when like thousands of these little black birds fly around in swarms, and it's very mesmerizing. It's really beautiful, but actually what they're doing is trying to escape a predator, but it's really cool to look at. These are some images I had like from a dream, so I recorded them down. They were like really weird. It was like a woman sinking on a ship like she was the ship. There were like skulls and I don't know. These are just kind of cosmic, magical flowers and mushrooms and stars and stuff. You'll notice I have a real thing for like 60s, 70s, hippy-dippy psychedelic type imagery. The right page was me trying to do a landscape, and I hate the way it turned out. I wasn't used to gouache yet. I'm still working on it. Love this spread. I like both these pages. I really love this owl. This was another one I took from that Northeast Ohio native birds. Obviously those aren't the natural colors, but it was an owl, and it I didn't notice until I was almost done drawing it that it was holding a dead mouse. And I was like, really, that's the photo they choose? Okay. Another bird from that book, more grumpy frogs. I drew some frogs hopping around here just because I wanted to, and then I turned it into a card for my mom, actually, originally. It was for her birthday, and now I sell it in the shop. I was looking at a lot of like Mexican folk art and pottery, so a lot of that's like these bright, bold colors and florals, which are just like eye candy. This is kind of continuation of me just kind of making my own interpretation. And hey, we're at the end here. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I see that there's some new subscribers. So thank you for subscribing. I do have more sketchbook tours coming. Sorry I haven't posted so regularly. I wanted to get this out much sooner. In fact, I filmed this months ago, but life got crazy and I couldn't sit down and edit it until now. So thank you for your patience, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.